Well, Mark, a perfect start to the season last weekend with a 1-0 win over Bolton. Now you've had the best part of a week to reflect on it. It's one you're still happy with, I imagine.
Yeah, we're delighted with the win, of course. 3 points in the first game, get you off and running. Can't ask for any more. Players are in good spirits and really looking forward to playing against a really tough team in Bradford City.
And you mentioned in your post-match interview after Bolton that there was a few nervous moments in the first 15 minutes, but after that, it feels like your side didn't really put much of a foot wrong. That must be nice to see going into the next one.
Yeah, I think when you have some new players and getting used to each other, like I said, I sensed it in the warm-up, there was a bit of nervousness, but once we got over that first 10 minutes, we looked really accomplished.
And is another week in training just another way to help those nerves settle in and the boys gel together?
Yeah, I think the more you play together, the more they get used to each other's habits and patterns and relationships are formed. So yeah, they've been really good. I must say, from the start of pre-season, all of them have been fantastic.
And that must be great to see from your point of view. You've made some recruitments, you've got some players. Does it feel like you've made the right selection and your squad's ready to go? Yeah,
like I said, my recommendation in the summer was that we signed 4 or 5 players that had been there and knew the level and could help the younger ones. And, we were a bit too young last year. And my recommendation was we signed Jordan Moore-Taylors, Jamil Mats, people like that had been there and done it and knew what it was about.
And Jordan Moore-Taylor, obviously a name you just mentioned there, he played an important part in that game early on, put a great tap in on Owen Doyle and was a crucial part, and then Winnie, another one of your experienced heads, found the goal. So it must be nice to have that balance between experience and energetic youth. Yeah,
if you look at the 2 players alongside Jordan Moore-Taylor, both 19, 20, young boys still in their football career, and it's important that they've got Jordan there to try and guide them through it. And the pleasing thing for me was that we made a mistake and put Owen Doyle clean through on goal. We had 3 players breaking their necks to try and get back and put him off, which they did. Their recovery runs were incredible, and that's something that we've been harping on about in pre-season.
Yeah, because I remember a few times last season you mentioned that perhaps the desire and the commitment wasn't quite there. It was completely there to see on Saturday, wasn't it?
To have a winning team, it has to be there.
And we move on now to Bradford, another tough test in a difficult start to the season. How are you looking ahead to that one?
Looking forward to it. People would have said our start is difficult. On paper, it is difficult when you look at the size of Bolton and Bradford, 2 really big clubs, and Salford, and the way that they've gone out of business and recruited. They're 3 tough games, but we have to play these teams, and why not at the start?
In a sense, is it nice to get those ones out of the way?
It is if you get positive results, of course. But listen, I'm sure that they're saying Forest Green are a decent team, and it's going to be a tough game for us. So we're looking forward to it.
And you've looked at the clips for Bradford and what to expect from them. How do Forest Green fans expect to see them play?
Well, I think they'll play 3-5-2, similar to what we played last week, and they've got some experienced players in the front of the pitch. Obviously, they'll know Curtis Guthrie, Lee Novak, and players like that. So this is going to be a tough game. We've got some good players, and we'll need to be at the top of our game to have a chance to win it.
And back at the New Lawn, of course, fully expecting to have it without fans, and then late this week it was announced that we'd been selected for a pilot game and would have some fans in the stadium. That must be a nice thing for you and your team?
That's great for the players, isn't it? That they got somebody to perform in front of them. That's what they want. And hopefully things get back to how it used to be when we've got 2,000 or 3,000 fans in the stadium, and that's what we all want and where we should be.
And obviously fans have been watching along the stream, but it's not the same as being in the ground. Is it nice to get your players out on the pitch and show off what you've built in pre-season?
Yeah, of course, they're looking forward to it. They're performers, they want to perform, and they want to perform in front of people. So hopefully it goes well, and all the pilot schemes on Saturday go well, and in the next couple of weeks we'll have more than that.
Perfect, thank you.